Good morning everyone and welcome to the part 6 of Geography chapter number 4, that is climate. So in previous video we have discussed about the seasons, right? Now in this video first we are going to take a small recap, then we will move ahead. So the seasons. Basically in India, mainly 4 types of seasons are found in India. The cold weather season, that means winter. The hot weather season, that means summer. Advancing monsoon, that means rainy. And retreating monsoon, that means the withdrawal of the monsoon. So first we have learned cold weather season, that means winter. This season extends from December to February mainly, and during the winter time vertical sun rays shift towards the southern hemisphere. During the winter time, the vertical sun rays shift towards the southern hemisphere. That's why during winter time, the North India experience intense cold and South India basically, whereas this season is not well defined in South India. In South India at that time, light wind blow makes this season pleasant in South India. Next thing is during winter time in India, tropical cyclone visit in the eastern coast of India in this season. Right? Now next one is, next we have learned hot summer season, that means summer. So this season extends from March to May, and during the summer time, now vertical sun rays shift towards the northern hemisphere. Okay, during winter time this shift towards the southern hemisphere, but during the summer time it shift towards the northern hemisphere. So as a result, temperature rises gradually from south to north, and highest temperature experienced in Karnataka in March time, and Madhya Pradesh in April, and Rajasthan in May time. Now the next one is, next we have learned advancing monsoon. So by the early June, the low pressure condition over the northern plains intensify, and it attracts the trade winds of the southern hemisphere. And these southeast trade winds originate over the warm subtropical areas of the southern oceans. So basically low pressure area attract the winds from the surrounding regions, and the inflow of the southwest monsoon into the India brings about a total change in the weather. After having a rains for a few days, sometimes monsoon fails during for 1 or more weeks. So it is known as break in the monsoon. Clear? After having rains for a few days, if sometime monsoon fails to occur for 1 or more weeks, so it is known as break in monsoon. Now the next we have learned retreating monsoon. So retreating monsoon extends from October to November, and at that time vertical sun rays start shifting towards the northern hemisphere, right? So the low pressure region shift from northern parts of India towards the south side, and owing to the condition of high temperature and humidity, the weather becomes rather of oppressive during the daytime, and this is known as the October heat. So this is what we have discussed in the previous video. Now move on to the next topic. So our next topic, first one is the distribution of rainfall, and the next topic is monsoon, a unifying bond. So let's start with the first, distribution of rainfall. So let's first discuss the distribution of precipitation in the country, and let's talk about the consequences of its uneven distribution. So areas of heavy rainfall. first one is the areas of heavy rainfall. So an annual rainfall of over 400 centimeter is received over the parts of, here is the western coast and the northeastern India. Clear? An annual rainfall of over 400 centimeter is received over the parts of western coast and northeastern India. Next, areas of low rainfall. Areas of low rainfall. So the annual rainfall of less than 60, right? 60 centimeter is received in the western Rajasthan and the adjoining parts of Gujarat, Haryana and Punjab. And the next one is the Deccan Plateau and Leh in Kashmir. So these regions basically they receive less than 60 centimeter annual rainfall. Now the third one is the areas of moderate rainfall. The annual rainfall between 100 centimeter to the 200 centimeter and is received by the Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Bengal, Bihar, eastern Uttar Pradesh, northeastern Punjab, eastern parts of Tamil Nadu and eastern slopes of western Ghats. Clear? First of all, the areas of heavy rainfall. So the western coast and the next one is the northeastern India received annual rainfall of over 400 centimeter. Next is the areas of low rainfall. So it less than 60 centimeter is received in the western Rajasthan and the adjoining parts of Gujarat, Haryana, Punjab. And the next one is the Deccan Plateau and Leh in Kashmir. And areas of moderate rainfall, Madhya Pradesh, Odisha, Bengal, Bihar, eastern Uttar Pradesh, northeastern Punjab, Tamil Nadu, eastern slopes of western Ghats. So we can say that in India, rainfall is unevenly distributed. Clear? Now, if we talk about the consequences of uneven precipitation, so the annual rainfall is highly variable from year to year. If there are too many rains, so they cause floods and havoc all around. And if there are not sufficient rains, so the people are affected because of drought and famine. So let's read about the distribution of rainfall. As I said, rainfall is unevenly distributed in our country, as will be evident from the following point. First of all, parts of the western coast and northeastern India receive over about 400 centimeter of rainfall annually. Okay. Next thing is, however, it is less than 60 centimeter in western Rajasthan and adjoining parts of Gujarat and Haryana and Punjab. Now the question is, why do these regions receive low rainfall? That means, why are the parts of Rajasthan, Gujarat and the leeward side of Western Ghat drought prone? So first of all, Rajasthan does not receive much rain because the Aravalli range lies parallel to the direction of the winds and hence condensation does not occur over there. Next is Gujarat. So Gujarat receive less rainfall because there are no hills and mountain ranges. And the third one is the leeward side of the Western Ghats receive less rainfall because when air descend, so it get warmed up and due to its rising temperature, the relative humidity of the air decreases and the air turns from a saturated state to an unsaturated state. So due to this fact, no rainfall occurs on the leeward side. Clear? Now, the third area of low precipitation is around Leh in Jammu and Kashmir. So, the rest of the country receive moderate rainfall and snowfall is restricted to the Himalayan region. Now, based on the nature of the monsoon, the annual rainfall also is highly variable from year to year, and variability is high in the region of low rainfall such as parts of Rajasthan, Gujarat and the leeward side of the Western Ghat. And second thing is, high rainfall are liable to be affected by floods. Areas of low rainfall are drought prone. Clear? Next topic is monsoon as a unifying bond. So you have already know the way the Himalayas protect the subcontinent from extremely cold winds from Central Asia, right? Now this enables northern India to have uniformly higher temperatures when compared to other areas on the same latitudes. And similarly, the peninsular plateau, under the influence of sea from three sides, has moderate temperatures. But despite such moderating influences, there are great variations in the temperature conditions. Nevertheless, the unifying influence of the monsoon on the Indian subcontinent is quite perceptible. So, monsoon as a unifying bond. The seasonal alteration of the wind system and associated weather conditions provided rhythmic cycle of seasons. And second, the uncertainties of rain and uneven distribution are very much typical of the monsoon. So basically monsoon are known for their uncertainties. Why? Monsoon is known for its uncertainties. First of all, the alteration of the day and wet spells vary in intensity, frequency and duration. While it causes heavy floods in one part, it may be responsible for droughts in the other. And it is often irregular in its arrival and its retreat. So hence, it sometimes disturbs the farming schedule in the country. Next thing is the rain shadow areas of Deccan Plateau and the parts of Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat and Leh receive scanty rainfall, and maximum rainfall is recorded in the northeastern part of the country. So that's why the Indian landscape, like its animal and plant life, its entire agriculture calendar and the life of the people, including their festivities, revolve around this phenomena. People of India from north to south and from east to west eagerly await the arrival of the monsoon. Actually, these monsoon winds bind by the whole country by providing water to set the agricultural activity. Clear? The river valleys which carry this water also unite as a single river valley unit. Clear? So why is the monsoon considered a unifying bond? Because these monsoon winds bind the whole country by providing water to initiate the agriculture activities in motion, right? Second thing is the river valleys which carry this water also unite as a single river valley unit. And the third one is the Indian landscape, its animal and plant life. It's actually its entire agricultural calendar, or we can say the life of the people, revolve around this phenomenon. And year after year, people of India from north to south and from east to west eagerly await the arrival of the monsoon. So is it clear? So here we have completed this chapter. So I hope that whatever we have discussed in this chapter, is it clear now? Soon we will meet again in next video. Till then, have a nice day and thank you.